Hey, good morning, Rob. My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. I thank you for trying out our site editor. I hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to do a follow-up video analysis of your website to show you kind of where you're at with SEO, with the potential of what your website could do if we were to work together and how we would be able to help you get there. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was I pulled up your website here in a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows search marketers like myself to look at the metrics of a website and see what's been working for you. So right off the bat, I can see that the website itself looks like there hasn't been a lot of SEO work done, right? SEO stands for search engine optimization, and kind of our goal with our efforts is to basically make sure that you show up at the top of Google for any related phrases to the keywords that you're looking to target. So in this case, I know that your website URL is Broadway Comes to You, and I did a little bit of homework before coming here, and I understand, or doing this recording, and I understand it's actually in Williamsburg, Virginia, right? So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to show you kind of what keywords you could potentially go after. So what I did was, the first thing I did was I typed in Broadway, Virginia, because people, now I don't know what parts of Virginia you currently serve, or maybe there's like a limit to how far south, east, north, whatever that you drive. But for now, I just typed in Broadway, Virginia, in case there's anyone that lives in Virginia that's looking for Broadway, right? And so looks like right here at this bottom, you can see that there's about 200 searches per month for that phrase, Broadway, Virginia. Um, so that's not bad, right? There's actually, if I type in Broadway, Virginia, there's a couple of other keywords that have about 30, 50 volume in there. And so you're looking at about close to 200 to 400 people that could potentially visit your website per month for the phrase Broadway, Virginia. Another pretty decent one is that actual phrase kimball theater. Believe it or not, you can make this website right here show up at the top of Google when someone types in the phrase kimball theater, and looks like there's about 1,200 searches per month for that, and there's a lot of other key phrases along with that, like well, I mean, there's just similar ones for a total about 15 to 2,000 searches per month. So you could definitely collect that traffic as well. And so a lot of people are kind of amazed by how much business that they can actually get from their website. But as you can see, most people nowadays, whenever they're looking for a particular product or service, they're not going through a bunch of um, like phone books or magnets, refrigerator magnets. They're not really on TV looking for it. I mean, maybe, but for the most part, everyone usually has a smartphone or their computer or laptop, and then they just go into Google and they'll type in the keyword they're looking for, whether it's a plumber near me, or a dentist near me, um, best restaurant in Williamsburg, Virginia, even Broadway, or something. If you're curious about what was playing out in Kimball Theater, you probably type in Kimball Theater, right? And so there's a lot of different kinds of phrases that you can currently rank for in Google for these kinds of keywords. The reason why you're not showing up right now is because in order to show up for these kinds of keywords, it's not enough just to make a nice looking website. It's not enough to just have the keyword in your URL and expect you to just start getting traffic and things like that. You actually have to build the website out, not just on the front end of the website, but actually on the back end of the website. And so that's where we specialize in, and that's where we can provide the most value to our customers, because most of our clients don't really understand how to do the back end portion of a website to make sure that it has all the search engine optimization elements on there. For example, there's one thing that Google's algorithm, because Google is a search engine, right? And so it has an overarching algorithm that it uses to determine which website should go before another website, right? And so some of the things that Google's looking for that's really affecting the algorithm and making you be placed at the top of Google is having a lot of content. So right now, you're probably sitting at about 300 to 500 words of content with this. We want to shoot for about close to 700, even 1,500 words of content per page, because that's just something that Google's looking for. Google likes a lot of content. They like a lot of educational content. So maybe if you were to, let's say that we wanted to go after this phrase Broadway, Virginia, what we would do is we would hash out a page specifically that has this kind of phrase in there: Broadway in Virginia, Broadway in Williamsburg. We're gonna, you want to mention, you want to layer that in your content, because Google will be able to go in there and be able to recognize exactly what you're looking to do with this website and which keyword you want to rank for, right? And we specialize, like I said, we specialize in that kind of stuff. We know is exactly what kind of content and exactly how much of this kind of phrase we need to put into that content. We know how there's things like in the back end of the website where we can add like keywords and things like that that Google can read on their bots and be able to build out the website from there. And so there's a lot of potential for us to be able to kind of build this out for you, and I want you to know that there's not a lot of competition, if at all. So your competitors and things like that for anything Broadway and musical theater related out in Williamsburg, there just isn't a lot of people that understand SEO and that understand what it can do for them, which means it's a great news for someone like you, Rob, to come in and really capture the top spot and start bringing in traffic to your website, and then start being able to close on bookings and performance and events and things like that. Because I know that you guys do like weddings and private events, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like a Broadway at a musical theater, right? And so that's another angle we could look into. We could even look into wedding events, Williamsburg, and see what kind of keywords we can capture for that kind of thing. So SEO is an extremely powerful thing that can really elevate and take your business to the next level, because that's how all companies are companies are being found with new people, right? People aren't. I mean, yes, there's referrals, and I'm sure that's a lot with how you're getting your current business, but if you want new business without referrals, being online and being found online is hands down the fastest and the best way to be able to really take your business to the next level. So I appreciate it if you watched this video all the way through, Rob. I hope at the very least you got some insight out of this. We would love to work together with you on this project. It's just kind of a matter of just getting the ball rolling. So I just ask you a couple questions with what you're looking to do with your business and your website, what kind of services you actually provide, what's your time frame, and your budget, and come up with a plan of attack and go ahead and get started with this. So again, I appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.